Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. It is finally time that we do something about my house situation. She has been sitting on the beach for so long, and I did finally move her up on this cliff on a stream, but still, her yard is empty. She's got nothing going for her right now, and we need to change that. So strap in. Today we're finally going to be decorating my yard, so get ready. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel and check out my merch if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's get into it. So this is what we're working with right now. Like I said, not a lot going on here. Poor Miss Girl has seen better days. Actually, she's seen no days. She's had absolutely nothing going on for her entire life. So this is right behind my chicken coop area. As you can see, we've got the chicken coop to the right there. So you just have to go up and to the left and you get to my house. We have quite a big open area, and we also have a view of Tad's yard down there, and we have all these flowers that we have to get rid of, which I was not looking forward to. Remember when we had to go into our house to put away items? Wasn't that the worst? I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my not the axe, Raven, not the axe today, the shovel, Raven. Anyways, sometimes I think back to when we literally had to go in our house to put stuff away, and I'm like, how did I even build anything ever? Like, that was an absolute nightmare. Anytime I put stuff away using the shed, I'm like so grateful. I'm like, thank you for adding this into this game, because I think if they didn't, I surely would have been much more burnt out on decorating and Animal Crossing in general. Like, the shed just made everything so much easier. But anyway, after cleaning up all those flowers and changing into my nifty little helmet, I decided to do some work on these cliffs and just kind of give them a little bit of an extension. It was looking pretty chopped off. Like, I literally just stopped in the middle of me building these cliffs, which is totally not what I did. You know, that's totally not exactly what it looks like. So I just went ahead and fixed up all of the areas on this cliff that kind of needed a little bit more, you know, a little bit of a something, and just rounding off all those edges and just making sure that I had enough space on top to actually build something, because I wanted to incorporate this cliff into the build that we're doing today, which I have not talked about. Actually, hey, we are 2 minutes into the video and I haven't even talked about what we're actually doing. Well, you probably saw the thumbnail and the title, so I probably didn't necessarily need to, but sure, we'll talk about it as I do this painfully slow waterscaping. I swear, every time I speed up the footage and then watch the regular speed, I'm like, how do I even do this? I really wish that the sped up footage was the actual part. But anyway, that's what that ended up looking like. Then I went ahead and customized a bunch of stuff at Reese and Cyrus and was like, thank you so much for that. Great. Talked to Tom Nook, got an incline, and decided to put an incline here so we could easily access his little cliff that I built. But anyway, as I was saying, the whole plan for this is to make a county fair, as you probably saw in the title / thumbnail. But as I was paying off that bridge and trying to ignore Tad's thought bubble, I was like, what the heck am I even gonna do here? I have no clue. So I just started, just putting stuff down. Sometimes I have literally no clue what I'm doing. I just have a concept or a vague idea, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just start throwing things on the floor and seeing what works. So I was just starting off at my house. I wanted to make the main house, my main house, kind of like the big circus tent area. I don't really know a lot about county fairs, I'll be honest, but I think they have circuses, ? I don't know. I was just putting down kind of a base for it, just putting down this little foundation of these wooden grates. Most of it was going to be covered with items anyway, so even though it looked a little bit odd, I didn't really care. I just started putting stuff down. Anyways, like I was saying, I literally have no experience or knowledge of county fairs. The only thing that I know about county fairs is what they talk about in Charlotte's Web because I had to read that book for school. So that's kind of what I thought of when I was thinking about this. I was trying to think of farmy-esque things to incorporate on this area outside of my house. And for some reason I thought of Charlotte's Web. I mean, obviously it takes place on a farm and everything like that. And then I remembered the county fair that they end up going to. I don't even remember specifically if they do call it a county fair. I'm hoping it's a county fair. I truly don't remember the majority of that book. It's been a while. But I do remember them trying to get the blue ribbon and all of that stuff. And, just kind of the general vibe of a county fair is what I was going for. Games, food, rides, stuff like that. The little animal showcase, a little farmer's market. That's kind of all the ideas that I had. So I was just grabbing some items that I thought would fit in and just trying to throw them down and try to see if something looks good. It was a lot of experimentation and switching items around, which I cut out the majority of in this video because I don't think you want to see me push and pull a popcorn machine around a million times, but correct me if I'm wrong. In this little snack area, I thought it would be really cute to put down some of these little string lights right behind it. I thought that was really cute. It did end up covering the custom designs of the chickens, but that's okay. like the little chicken feed that's poking out kind of looks like little pieces of popcorn on the floor, so it kind of worked out anyways. But then I had this little like plaza game thingy. I knew I had to include the little like ducky game like absolutely in this build, so I put that down. It fit perfectly next to the incline, and I wanted to do kind of like a snack ice cream area, so I put down this like retro ice cream case, and I had like the little candy thing. I almost called it candy floss, but that's not what we call it here. Cotton candy machine back here. And I also had like a little cute ice cream sign. This is just one of the default patterns that you can customize it to, and I thought it was perfect. And then I know that these are like bathtubs with yuzu. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I know it's not apple bobbing containers, but we're gonna pretend that it's apple bobbing, okay? There is gonna be some apple bobbing at this county fair, dang it. You know, whether we like it or not, it's gonna be there, and it's gonna be apple bobbing, and we're gonna use our imagination, and we're gonna pretend, okay? What else can I do? You know, what else can I freaking do? I can't just go and change the name of the item. We gotta pretend, okay? So I did decide to put some puddles on the ground next to it. I thought, hey, apple bobbing can probably get messy. I've never done it before. I probably will never do it. I feel like I have a small mouth, and I feel like I would never be able to like grab the apple. Or I guess that is the challenge of apple bombing, huh? If I think about it for like 2 seconds. Anyways, after pushing Brofina out of the way because she was super rude, I grabbed some more trees because I was trying to put some more like tall things around, so I just plopped a tree near the bathtubs. And then I got some of this rope fencing, and I thought it would be cute to put near the rides, kind of like as the little like roped off lines that you gotta wait in, you know, like at theme parks and county fairs and carnivals and stuff like that. And then just for some more height, I put some fences behind the little Ferris wheel. I should have put some behind the carousel. I may end up doing that. Then I put like a little storefront just randomly where I put one because I thought it would be cute. Put down a little destination signpost thing to kind of like direct you around the area. And I decided to put some custom designs on the floor here and there just to kind of like fill everything in, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to just put some custom designs or maybe try to fit in a few more items. But I think I ultimately made the right decision by not filling in with more items because I didn't want to make this too cramped to get around, you know. But then I did end up picking up all of these items on this little like kind of like marina build that I did. I did this on stream, and unfortunately it did not last long at all, but I had better and bigger plans for this area. This was very inspired by Charlotte's Web, and like I just remember them trying to get the blue ribbon for Wilbur or whatever his name is. And yeah, I was like, okay, a big part of county fairs is definitely like the animal rating, ranking, whatever it's called, judging. So I wanted to have kind of like a little farm pig pen kind of area with a bunch of different animals, and one of them who has won the blue ribbon. So that's what I was kind of setting up here, with a lot of hay on the bottom and putting in some of this country fence. I was trying to do that corral fence at first, but it was kind of covering the animals that I wanted to put down. And there was a lot of experimentation with this fence because I didn't want to have this just be like pure, like a block of fence, you know, like I wanted you to be able to walk through here and actually kind of get somewhat close to them. So I was just trying to figure all of that out, and meanwhile figuring out like how big or small can I make these pens. Turned out I can make them only like literally like one tile big, like one little spot. That's all I got. So that's what I was going in with, and I used this little rooster figurine and the rodeo springy ride-ons and the little piggy banks. I've been dying to use the piggy banks in something. I have seen so many people make adorable little piggy pens with them, and they're so freaking cute. And I do have a pig on my island. I've got Maggie, so she's kind of like the little like piggy with the piggy pen, but I wanted to have some of these pink ones because they're super cute. Anyway, the fence was just like a disaster. I'm so sorry for how much I struggled with this, but ultimately I think I got it looking pretty okay. I ended up putting another horse, and the white horsey in the corner won the first place blue ribbon, so congrats to the horsey. Added a few more items, and then started to get to work on the little farmers market area slash cafeteria slash food concession area. I don't know what it is, but they have food and you can eat it, so that's what it's gonna be. So I do have a couple of these on my island, like kind of little farmers market slash fruit veggie stands, and you know what? I don't care that I'm adding another. I really don't. I don't care. It's a farm island. We've got a lot of crops. That's kind of like our pride and joy here. So hey, you know, we're trying to make some profit for our hard work. My villagers have been working very hard tending to these crops, and they deserve to get some payment out of it. So anyways, I used some of these custom designs that I have been using throughout my island, and I also just kept that stall, like the red and white stripes, to kind of tie into the kind of like carnival type of theme. I don't necessarily think it's like carnival, you know, like county fair, but I feel like the county fairs have like big red striped tents, kind of like a carnival tent. I'm not quite sure, but I just kept it like that just to like tie in the theme, because I do end up customizing my house to kind of like be red and white like that, so it all matches and ties together. And then I have these cute little umbrella custom designs with some veggies in them and fruits. So I was putting some of those down along with the little apple sign. I freaking love these vertical signs. I feel like they're so useful for like shops and stalls and anything that's like selling something. It just really completes the look. And I thought about putting a little basket of potatoes, but ultimately we went with tomatoes, not potatoes. Tomatoes up in here. I am a tomato girl. I do love tomatoes. I will eat tomatoes raw with like just salt and pepper. They're so good, and like a little bit of oil, like, ooh. I kind of want some, even though I just had some with my tacos for dinner. I cut them in like such big chunks, and it's like so overwhelmingly tomatoey, but it's like I don't care. They're so good. I also put some bistro tables here just for like some seating, and just to keep it more farmcore-y, I added a windmill just to remind you, hey, this is a farmcore island, and just sprinkled in some other random decor as well. And then next I'm going in with this custom design path. I decided to do some of this like leafy brown, yellowy, orangey path. That was a lot of E words, but I thought this would be cute because it would add just a little bit of a orangey yellowy touch, and the brown would tie in with like all of the other brown items that were going on. I don't know, you know, I just was getting kind of sick of using my other path with the stones on it, so I just kind of wanted to shake it up with this one. That's really the true reason. I wasn't putting that much thought into it. Don't, Raven, stop pretending to be deep, like you were actually using your brain cells. Okay, just chill out. Anyways, I just put that down, and it was pretty self-explanatory, and then put another little box by my house and with a little cotton candy thingy on it. Super cute. And then we're just tying everything off, or finish everything off. Why am I saying tying everything off? I don't know. We're finishing everything off with some weeds and custom designs, which is my favorite thing, and I'm very picky about the weeds that I put. I really don't like those like clumpy looking ones that I kept picking up. That's how everything turned out, and now I will hand you over for the final walkthrough. So let me give you a quick tour. We enter here through the Trees Bounty Arch, and we have a little path that you can follow. We've got some apple bobbing over here and a little wagon pulling some flower carts. If you go over here, we have a little snack corner with some popcorn and fortune cookies. And we have like the animal show thingy. It looks like this little horsey over here won Best in Show. Very cute, very cute. I personally would have voted for the pig, but it's okay. Anyways, as you go over here, we've got like a little signpost telling you where everything is, and we have the big circus tent. I did try to customize the house to kind of look like a circus tent. It doesn't really work, but just red and white is just kind of like the vibe I was going for. So we've got balloons, we've got some rides, and all of that fun stuff. If you go down here, we also have a little ice cream / cotton candy section where you can buy something and play some little games over here as well. I absolutely love this item. It's so adorable. But I didn't really figure out what to put down here, so this is empty for now. But if we go up this ramp, this is kind of like the little farmers market section. I don't know if county fairs have farmers markets, but you know what? I decided to add it anyways. Or kind of like the cafeteria section. I don't really know. Food court section. It's something. But we've got some veggies and fruit for sale over here, and we've got some little places where you can eat and some more cookies that you can buy. Pretty simple up here, but gets the job done. So yeah, I absolutely love how this came out. Like, this is so like lively and fun, and I just can't believe how much I freaking like fit. I honestly thought I was gonna have no space, but I managed to make it work, and it doesn't look that awkward, just a little bit. So thank you so much for sticking with me in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that like button if you want to see more Animal Crossing videos, and check out all the rest of my videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.